So let's answer the questions together for chapter 7. Let's see. Question 1. The last trading day for which of the following commodities traded on the Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange is 2 business days prior to the last business day of the delivery month? Terrible question, isn't it? So what they're asking about, which of the following contracts for which the last trading day is 2 business days before the last business day of the delivery month? We're talking about silver. You know, this is one of the reasons why you have to memorize these, you know. Notice most of you got it wrong. It's to be expected because you haven't memorized them yet, but what to do? Next, in line with the standard procedures, by what latest time on the settlement day must the amounts shown in the settlement report be transferred to ADX settlement account? So by the latest time in which we should transfer the amount to ADX settlement account, the time is 9:30. Again, one of the things that you just have to memorize. When details of the shareholder register for newly listed companies have been uploaded to the CSD department of ADX Exchange, who will be sent a copy of the e-register? Now, think of it here. This is a newly listed company, and their shareholder register, list of shareholders, have been uploaded to ADX CSD. Who will receive a copy of that? The issuer, who has issued that security. The issuer of the securities which the shareholders have bought. When a pledge request relating to a mortgage is submitted to the CSD department, the application form must include which of the following details? The name of the party entitled to the profits, obviously. It's quite clear. Let me see what you guys said. The polls. The action agreed in event of the non-payment? No. The answer is A. We're talking here when somebody is pledging something to CSD as a collateral. There's an application form that you have to fill. What are the details in the application form? The details in the application form are: who is the creditor to the mortgage? Who is the bank linked to the mortgage? Who is the debtor who owns the mortgage, the property? Who is the party entitled to the profits of that mortgage, in case there is someone? A natural person investor number will always capture what information about that individual? What did you guys say? Nationality. Right. Most of you said nationality. That's correct. Some of you said father's name. No. The investor number is either for nationals or foreigners. And it's the investor, you would see it. There is a letter there that tells you whether he's a national or he's a foreigner. A bonus share allocation added to shares deposited in an account with the CSD department includes a half share. Sometimes when companies issue bonus shares, you might get a half share. How will this half share be dealt with? Well, what CISI says is that half share will be registered in the issuing company's account and sold. Just have to follow the regulation. Next, if the price of a security is at least 25% higher or lower than the closing price from the previous trading session, execution of what type of deal through its allocated window is not permitted. So, if the price of a certain security is fluctuating 25% above or below the last closing price, that means we will not allow any big block deals. Because one of the requirements of the big block deal is that it cannot be executed if the price has fluctuated 25% above or below the closing price. Let's see what you guys said. Most of you said D, good. If an ADX clearing member pledges securities as a guarantee in order to increase its trading ceiling, how will their value be calculated? We said if you pledge 100 million in securities, they will only recognize 50 million of that. I hope you guys remember, it's 50%. Half of you remember, the other half didn't. We did cover this. Next, what is the standard contract size for the Shanghai Gold futures on the DGCX? The standard contract size for the Shanghai Gold is 1,000. It's in the slide that we asked you to, oh, most of you got it right. Just because I highlighted that. Nice. Or was it luck? Moving on. And finally, what must brokerage companies operating on the ADX provide within 45 days of the end of the fiscal period? Well, if it's 45 days, then you obviously have to provide the quarterlies, right? 45 days. The annuals within 3 months.